And she slapped a finish on Angeli Sabinal here. The striker Sabinal in the blue, the grappler Hirata in the black. Both ladies thrusting jabs early. Orthodox stance on Hirata, southpaw stance on Sabinal.
In the corner of Hirata is the one veteran, Yokota, so she's got a lot of experience inside her corner. But how will that experience translate here in one championship? You can see the height advantage that she's got. She's a big atom weight.
3-1 Muay Thai record for Sabinal, national Muay Thai silver medalist. Good outside leg kick there from Sabinal.
Sabinal's got a lightning fast leg kick. That left kick comes with no setup whatsoever. And I like how she's using the left kick because it's a little bit easier for a beautiful straight right hand there landed by Hirata.
Counter down the center corridor from Hirata. Fake there from Hirata. Solid start here on her pro debut for Itsuki Hirata. Jabs from Sabinal. Good left cross and a right round kick there from Angeli Sabinal.
Good leg kick there and nice head movement shown by Sabinal. She's got to keep that head out of that center line to make sure you can see exactly what Hirata's trying to set up for. She's trying to set up that big right hand right down the middle. So Sabinal's got to make sure she stays light on her feet and keeps that head drifting left and right. She don't want to drift into the right power side. She wants to keep that head on the left side.
Sabinal, one of 3 Filipinos, or Filipinos I should say, on tonight's prelim card. The others being Tresseltan and Eric Kelly. And this is turning into an intriguing contest in the opening stanza. No chance for Hirata to take the match to ground yet. Good inside high kick there from the Japanese. Front kick from her. Roundhouse kick from Sabinal. Inside leg from Sabinal. Nicely placed, Dragon.
Yeah, Sabinal's doing a good job of chewing up that lead leg of Hirata. But Hirata hasn't attempted a takedown yet. She's been comfortable to stand there. She's also circling to the power side of Sabinal. I'd like to see Sabinal circling up high with that left high kick.
Sabinal drifts off to her left, going into the power side of Hirata. Hirata tries to thread the right hand. Now we're on the canvas for the first time through the ropes, and referee Kim Cheng will bring them off the ropes here. Always solid refereeing work from Kim Cheng. Now they'll go back to the position they were in when they were through the ropes. It'll be in the center of the ring. And now a chance to see what Itsuki Hirata has on the ground in her pro debut. She looks to pass to side control. Can't get there yet though. Still looking to pass. Now it does. Cuts the hip in nicely, does Hirata. Some ground and pound. Far arm control from Hirata. This is her specialty. This is what she does so well. Will she take that arm home to Japan? Itsuki Hirata. 1 minute 40 remaining, and it's indeed going back to Japan. She's done it. 1-0 as a pro, 4-0 as an amateur, and that's why such big things are being mooted for young Itsuki Hirata. The 19-year-old brings the house down at the Baoshan Arena in Shanghai.
Yeah, and once this thing hit the deck, it was all Hirata. Look at this key lock. She steps over the head right there and just starts cranking on that arm. There's no place for Sabinal to go, and you can see she was forced to tap her way back to the Philippines. A beautiful debut from Hirata.
All the talk was not hype. It was real on Itsuki Hirata. This absolutely stacked atomweight division in one championship. Well, it just got a little busier and a little more stacked. Let's go to Tom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Kim Cheng, has called a stop to this contest after 2 minutes and 59 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of Americana submission, Itsuki Hirata!
Prepared to give us 3 5-minute rounds of mixed martial arts.
Steve, we talked to both these girls earlier in the week, and they both say they want to showcase their striking tonight. Hirata's got 4 submission victories. Ishige, who's also primarily a grappler. Today we get to see how her grappling does. She's been struggling.
Hirata, and it sends Ishige back onto the deck, and now it's a question of ground and pound. Ishige doing all she can with her legs to try and create distance, but she's not really achieving it. Well, there she is. She's got the legs up and pressing her opponent away, creating enough distance to stop those punches coming down, and now they're body to body. Gianni, what a start.
What a start. Right hand by Hirata drops Ishige. Now Ishige in the full guard. This is where we get to see her grappling.
Great thinking from Ishige, who must have been rattled by that right hand that came over the top and landed absolutely flush on the jaw. And all of that action happened inside the first minute. Ishige now gathering a little bit of time to clear her head as she pulls her opponent in nice and close so she can't do too much damage. She's got those legs wrapped around her there, Gianni.
Ishige's looking to throw up a triangle. She's trying to lock up the arms. Hirata got an armbar. Armbar attempt here.
What a reversal this would be. Hirata looks fairly composed about it at the moment. She's got the positioning to eventually squeeze out. It's locked in there nice and tight. Ishige doing so well with the legs.
Hirata's okay here. She's doing a good job of pressing forward, not allowing her to create the leverage to extend the arm.
The experience that Ishige showed after having received that dramatic punch.
Hirata now in north-south position.
Hirata looking to do some damage perhaps with a knee. There you saw it. Coming down on the forehead and then switching to the ground and pound.
Hard strikes. Ishige's looking for the, Hirata's looking for the key lock.
Again, Ishige pulls her opponent in close to limit the potential for strikes to the face. Just taking away that space with which her opponent can work. Approaching the halfway mark in what has been a pulsating opening first round. Again, the right hands.
He's gonna go to full mount. Ishige's got a couple submissions off her back, but this is a bad spot. She's fully mounted right now.
Left hand to the body, just pushing those legs back so she can come around. And looking to grab that throat.
Oh, Hirata here might have a Darce. Ishige pops her head back up.
Hammer blow to the side of the exit, landing around the right ear of the Thai Japanese woman. Competing under the Thai flag here and throughout her career. But what a pleasure it is for her to be in Japan. It wasn't a pleasure to receive that right hand in the early seconds of this contest, though. Inside the last 2 minutes of this opening round. And again, right hands doing all the damage from Hirata. Hammer blows and punches to the near side of the face as well. And again, Ishige wants to bring her in close and take away that room with which her opponent can work. 100 seconds left.
Ishige had the underhook here, was trying to pop back up, but Hirata did a good job of taking away the post arm, moving herself back to full guard.
Hirata using those strong legs now to lift her opponent up. Let's see if she can generate that space, and down comes the left hand again. It's been a world of punishment for Ishige, but all the while she's shown tremendous experience and presence of mind to do what she can to minimize the damage.
Looking for another key lock attempt.
Right above us here, that circle side. Entering the final minute. And Ishige will be committed to get a bit of respite.
Great job by Ishige to use the underhook to sweep Hirata.
All of the ground game experience that Ishige can muster here seems to be being utilized in this opening 5 minutes.
This is what we wanted to see today. How Rika Ishige does with another grappler. Oh, wow, good job by Rika, but no, Pop slides off the top.
30 seconds left in the first round.
And they exchange positions again. Hirata on top.
Both legs jammed against the side of the circle. Ishige still now with her back to canvas, just putting her chin down, trying to just minimize the target. Knee on belly, knee to side of the body there, just creating enough weight to keep Rika Ishige under control. Approaching the end of the round here. 3 5-minute rounds, Hirata against Rika Ishige, and we're done for the first 5 minutes. What a pulsating first round that was, and it's all Rika Ishige can do now to make the most of this 1 minute's rest that she has, Gianni, because she was under the cosh right from the start.
Here's the right hand that dropped Rika Ishige in the first one. Came off the break, came off the clinch, and threw that looping right hand that dropped Rika Ishige. And from there, Hirata was able to land a couple follow-up shots, but Rika was able to close the distance, lock her up in the full guard, and tie her up.
Actually, you could see from that replay that she had her wits about her all the way through that situation. Her hands were all tied up. She couldn't use them to raise and create any kind of guard. So it was an open shot for Hirata, and she took that opportunity supremely well. 5 minutes down, and we love that. We're into the second round here, and can you believe it? Rika Ishige is smiling at everyone who's willing to look, and she's looking directly at her opponent right now as we enter the second round. This is 1 Century. We are live in Tokyo, Japan. It is Sunday morning here, approaching 10:25 in the morning, and we're into the second round of this contest. Much of it spent on the deck after Ishige was put down by a solid right hand, but they're back on their feet here.
Earlier in the week, Rika said she wanted to take Hirata to the second and third round. Wanted to stay on the bike in the first and the second so that she tires out. She knows that Hirata's got the strength advantage, and she wants to stay away from that.
You're absolutely right. She was looking at the long game, wasn't she, when she was discussing tactics with us earlier in the week. And she'll be comfortable. She'll be happy to be here, entering the second round, seeing if she can draw her opponent into the third and do the damage there. But another right hand from Hirata, and she throws again. Gets caught with a left hand, Ishige, and there's 4 big punches now that have gone to the head. She gets caught on the chin again with a right hand, and it's all Ishige can do to move and stay out of range. Hirata looking for the big bomb, and she takes her down to the deck.
Hirata secures the takedown off that right hand. Ishige was taking some shots before this takedown here. Now Hirata's inside half guard, excuse me.
Half guard it is, and Ishige will certainly put that right hand around the back of her neck, as she did in the first round, to bring her in nice and close, reduce the space with which her opponent can work.
Steve, Hirata's got 2 key lock submission wins, and she's been hunting it since the first round.
Submission is the way that she wins her contest, and she's looking for that here. Very much at home, but you can see she's got explosive hands.
She's slowly trying to isolate the arm, the left arm of Rika.
Looking at that left arm,
She's cranking on it now.
That's looking bad. Ishige managed to just squirrel her way around to take away the impact. And she's trying to get back to her feet now, but that constant pressure from above, swirling around the downward weight. Now, up kick, nice one, perfectly legal, because Hirata is on her feet. Kick to the head of a grounded opponent. Those are damaging blows. Heel of the leg as you push it up there. And Ishige is very comfortable there, trying to strike out. It's a question of whether Hirata can get inside that very offensive stance that she has with those heels poised for the up kick. What's the best way in there, Shiani?
There's a lot of ways you can do it. So if you can throw the legs across, you can step over them. Rika did a good job to stand herself back up.
The referee wants to see constant action for you guys at home, and he just felt that it had reached something of a lull, so he ordered Ishige back to her feet. And at the 2:16 mark of the second round, we're standing again.
Rika needs to start setting up those kicks, because Hirata has caught them twice now and landed a counter right.
Little lump forming on the left-hand side of Rika Ishige's forehead, in part due to the big bombs that have been thrown when they're standing up. And Hirata's done well with the ground and pound as well. And that's another solid right hand that landed flush on the jaw, and down goes Ishige again.
Nice work by Hirata. Another step through right hand to secure that takedown.
Thought about just jamming the feet into the hips to push her opponent away, but she's decided instead to just wrap herself around her opponent once more. But she hasn't shut the distance down, which she has managed to achieve previously. There's plenty of room now for Hirata to work. What can she do from here?
Hirata's controlling the arms of Ishige. That denies Ishige the opportunity to throw up submission. Hirata's comfortable here. I was going to look for the key lock again.
It's a favorite move, isn't it? She's always looking for it. Ishige has to be careful of those upper limbs. Don't just leave them hanging out there, because they're a target.
Nice job, Hirata. Move the legs past and pass herself to side control.
1 minute left in the second round. Side control, as you say. Ishige just turns her head away, but she gets...
Hirata's trying to isolate the left arm of Ishige.
Right hand working hard for Hirata.
Wants to set up a possible Scarpo arm lock, like we scored a short from Lito earlier.
Right hand still working hard from Hirata. Looking to punish that face. Wow. A sweet move.
She's going to the Kimura here. Headlock Kimura.
The headlock
That's tight.
in. The arms under pressure. The hands! And Hirata takes it late in the second round. She was threatening to do so since the early moments of this contest. She's bringing the crowd into it now. She's improved her record in front of her home fans to 2-0, and it's another submission win for strong hard fighter Itsuki Hirata. Rika Ishige now drops to 4-4 after starting out her career with 4 consecutive wins. But wasn't this a sweet move? Nullify the head, you control the body, and that allowed her to work on the arm. And once this movement had taken place and the arm was released, it was never going to be long before Rika Ishige would tap the canvas, signaling to the referee that she'd had enough. And Hirata, out of your picture, is absolutely delighted, beckoning to the crowd to give them all of their love. What a super move that was. Wonderful finish from this young woman. We're going to see plenty more of her.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Yoshinori Umeki, has called a stop to this contest after 4 minutes and 41 seconds in the second round. For your winner, by way of armbar, Itsuki Hirata!
Crowley, what an opportunity for the Kiwi. These days based out of Bali here in Indonesia. But not afford to give an arm or offer her neck to Hirata, because Hirata will take it home as a souvenir back to Japan.
Crowley's immediately starting to throw those kicks, and Hirata says she's looking to time those kicks, catch her, and that's how she's going to put her on the ground.
Crowley is a Muay Thai and kickboxing champion, decorated in both sports.
She's got some serious speed behind her shots.
And she derailed the hype train of Itsuki Hirata here. Hirata looking to go on the inside, put hands on Crowley, get a takedown. Crowley says taste a bit of leather.
Yeah, that taste of leather came from that right hand. Beautifully done, right through the guard, cut through her guard like a hot knife through butter.
Jab to overhand right there from Crowley. She's opened up like a house on fire, the Kiwi. Nice jab again from Crowley. And after the head rock back from the right. Goes the outside leg kick. Snappy right hand, now puts hands on Crowley. The high knee! The Muay Thai clincher knee from Crowley.
Beautiful knee inside that clinch.
What a start here from Noreen Crowley, seizing the opportunity. Hirata wants to get her down, wants to negate the striking.
You can see Hirata trying to get inside that clinch. She's trying to close that distance. I'd like to see her shoot for the legs. Start punching into her takedown and then shoot in, try for a double or possibly a single, because she's allowing Crowley to get off.
Crowley moving well in the early get-go. 2 minutes down, first round set for 3-5. The Kiwi counters. Goes for a jab, body shot. Hirata tried to clinch up with her, couldn't lock on though. Crowley peppers out a double lead. Hirata can't match her for the boxing. Has some decent kicks on her though, the Japanese warrior. Jab there from Crowley. Oh, nice lead hit from the Kiwi. There's the right hand, smack bang on the kiss. Shoots in for a double. Does Itsuki Hirata. Takedown. Oh, Crowley takes the back. Crowley riding her. But she might slip off here.
She's high on the back of Hirata. Let's see if Hirata can shake her off, but Crowley does a great job of adjusting, settling down into the hips, and now she's got that back. But she's on the ground with Hirata. Doesn't matter how she got there, she did choose to get there. But a beautiful defense so far from Crowley.
Rowley does have a rear naked choke over Anita Karam at One Warrior Series back in July 2018. They're back to their feet now. This one's a spellbinding contest. All tied up, another takedown.
That's that judo inside that clinch. She's in that headlock position. Let's see if she can separate those arms. She might be looking for a possible scarf hold position to a key lock. A big bridge!
Oh, the reversal and side control now for the New Zealander. How do you do, Noreen Crowley? House on fire, first round. And she allows Hirata up.
Wow, she had side control and she wanted none of the ground game of Hirata and popped her back up. I like the strategy.
I'm sure her sister Dakota Kai will be jumping up and down at the moment wherever she's watching this one, the WWE star. Front kick there from Hirata. What a performance from Noreen Crowley in the opening round here. Good right hand backs off the Japanese.
Talk about Crowley living up to the moment, taking this opportunity with both hands. Specifically that right hand.
Both women have had 5 pro contests. Hirata 5-0. Crowley 3-2. A chance to do well the Hirata train tonight. It's been the Hirata Express. 18-year-old from Japan has finished all opponents, 100% finishing rate, all submission. Top position again for Hirata.
That was a beautiful look. I got here, she threw the right hand, left the right hand on the shoulder to get the clinch, and now she's in the tape. Now she's on top and mount. Look how she's overhooking that arm. She's wise to that bump of Crowley. She's able to maintain her hips and settle into the position.
This is Hirataville. This is Hirata land, and Crowley could be in trouble now. This is where it's Hirata is in such control. Half guard position.
A good job by Crowley to change the hips to recover half guard.
Final second. A seesawing battle in a tremendous opening round. Coming for strikes here. Little bit to the back of the head by Hirata. Couple of clean strikes to the back of the head. Hirata pleased with the end of the round. And the first half of it, maybe even more, belongs to Noreen Crowley.
Crowley was able to ignite this Jakarta crowd when she landed this beautifully timed knee. The clinch was where Hirata was most dangerous in that takedown. Crowley had it figured out, was able to lock in that clinch and throw those knees, but then Hirata does what she does best. She grabs your head and throws you to the ground. Beautiful job, but then Crowley with a beautiful reversal to end up in side control. Wisely chooses to get back up. What a back and forth round for the first 5 minutes as Hirata tries to energize this Indonesian crowd.
Inside here, still a Sabah in Jakarta. Second round of 3. What a start though from Noreen Crowley of New Zealand. And she keeps it standing and lines up Hirata again with her hands. Double jab, outside thigh kick. Hirata wants to put Crowley on her back.
Like that leg kick thrown by Crowley, you can see she's just a little bit ahead of Hirata in every one of the striking exchanges. She's got beautiful movement. She sees things coming and can slow them down, but this is where she does not want to be.
Recruiting the ropes there. There's another judo takedown. Third one of the match from Hirata.
So dangerous inside that clinch. She's able to use overhooks and underhooks, and she's able to put you down so effectively. Crowley might be able to pop her head out. She might get reversed at this position.
Crowley remaining composed.
It might be a Kimura.
Crowley Klaus and Market Way in the corner of Noreen Crowley. And the fist strikes here from Hirata. Hammers away. Crowley, no place to go. Right in front of our commentary position.
Yeah, there's that Kimura. So she's got the legs triangled. She's got a triangle right there, and then she's hunting for that Kimura on the opposite side. This is a bad place to be as Hirata looks for that double trouble submission.
Noreen Crowley all tied up like a pretzel with a long time to go in this second round.
I know Ariel Sexton is barking instructions right now at the TV as Hirata's trying to crank on this Kimura.
Crowley trying to move, trying to open up something, get free from there. Lynch, lock up a Hirata. Submission attempt from Itsuki Hirata. Don't forget, folks, she has finished all opponents, all 5 by submission, all inside of 2 rounds. No one's ever taken her into the 3rd. Crowley survived here, and they're the first to do so.
You can see Hirata's got a kind of an inverted triangle right here, but it's not really that deep. She's not risking choking because Crowley's doing a good job of defending, especially with that arm. But she is going to be able to kind of do this, adjust her positions with this triangle. It gives her very good control over the body of Crowley. But she's got to adjust that a little bit. No, it's going to be hard to finish from this position, but a triangle is there. If she can find the right position, she might be able to apply the choke. But this is what it's able to do. It's able to allow her to move Crowley around and adjust the position and look for a second submission.
Hirata in control. Top position, drives the elbow to the body of Irene Crowley.
Now she's going to go for a Kimura. She has that arm. She's going to try to separate the grip and look for it. Oh, she chooses to let it go and sprawl heavily. Look at Crowley working her way back up to her feet.
High knee there from Hirata. Doubles up on it. Will she go in triple again? Crowley through the ropes. Referee Kim Ching slucks the Kiwi's hands away. Crowley. Hirata. Crowley turns back into it. Hirata puts her against the ropes. What a tremendous second round. Another judo-style takedown. That's 4 from Hirata. High control for the Japanese.
Michael, she threw her on her face and then managed to turn her over to her back. Hirata does that beautifully. Very similar to Ayaka Muda, how she's constantly going. But Hirata's got a few more weapons in her submission game. You can see she's trying to find ways. You know, Crowley's wise to what she's trying to do. She knows that she wants to take that arm, shove it underneath her leg, and look for a scarf hold position. But Crowley's keeping that body lock nice and tight. But that body lock opens her up to punches to the face.
Trying to stop those punches, curling around the glove, to the forehead, to the ear, to the eye. From Hirata, staying busy, hips cut in. Side control, face open here on Crowley, taking punishment. Clean right hands between the eyes.
Hirata's got a good strategy here. You can see that when, Crowley locks up the arms to prevent the scarf hold, that's when Hirata starts to push. But then, when Crowley protects the face, that's when she's able to lock up the scarf hold position. Might be able to get a key lock here or an arm bar.
18 seconds away from Hirata being taken into the 3rd round for the first time ever. It'll be deep water. It'll be unfamiliar territory. She's hoping for a referee stoppage here. Crowley surviving. Referee Kim Ching on top of the action. He knows there's only seconds remaining. Crowley does survive. We go into the 3rd. Hirata's never been there. Hirata's dancing. Playing to the crowd. Inside the Espada Sanaya.
Hirata is feeling herself, and with very good reason. She was able to get this match, especially in those final 2 minutes, exactly where she wanted, and that was on top, looking for submissions. She was finally able to get that scarf hold position, was threatening with an arm bar, but Crowley's got pretty good dexterity in her arms, and she was able to survive. As Hirata plays again to the crowd, it's going to be imperative that Crowley keeps these last 5 minutes on the feet and does what she does best. She needs to shut down the confidence and the swagger that's oozing out of Hirata right now and put knuckles to face.
I'll tell you what, between Hirata and Rodtang and Stan Fairtex and Alma Uniku, one championship has lately become Dancing with the Stars. Final round, Hirata full of confidence, dominant second stanza from the Japanese. Crowley's got to keep it standing, fire the heavy artillery now. See the damage around the eyes of the Kiwi. She will not wave the white flag and go into the night here, Irene Crowley. Let's see if she can unload those hands.
You can see some of those ground exchanges kind of fatigued Crowley a little bit, and a lot of shots are starting to get through that are thrown by Hirata. Hirata might want to take advantage of this situation and really start to apply some pressure. Here comes a takedown.
Another takedown. Fifth of the match so far for Itsuki Hirata. Arsenal's excellent, no side control, so many options available. Crowley could be in a world of bother now.
The Uncollector is looking for something. You can see her fishing for that underhook. She flattens Crowley out.
And Hirata maintain their 100% finishing rate, all by submission. The 20-year-old 5-0 coming in.
Kimura, look at her. She's going for it. She's trying to lock up that arm. Crowley's doing a good job of defending. She's able to slide that arm through. Crowley needs to keep her hands connected.
Your time remains for Hirata. Drinking the Kimura here. Crowley escapes. Nice knee there from Hirata. Posts up on the left arm. Back to her feet, Crowley. Hirata continues to throw the knees. Trip takedown. Sixth takedown of the contest.
Beautiful trip takedown, especially with the front headlock. That's going to add a lot of pressure to the neck of Crowley. Now Hirata's in full mount. This is a bad spot. Crowley's got to be careful not to extend her arms.
Atomite division. Stan Fairtex, Mei Yamaguchi. Rika Ishige. Gian Radzawan, all keeping an eye on this young lady. It's Hirata, and of course the champion. The unbeaten, the unstoppable, the great Angela Lee. She's proving to be a phenom. It's Hirata, and you can see why. She weathered the early storm in the stand-up from Crowley in the opening round. Has been dominant ever since. Goes to side control, cuts the hit in here. Crowley on one knee. Oh, can she see the choke?
Crowley's got good submission defense, able to defend all of the possible attempts by Hirata. Hirata might have to posture up, look for a more dominant position, and rain punches down and get a TKO victory if she wants to stop Crowley, because Crowley's tough.
This is such a brave effort from Crowley to take Hirata, a place she has never been before, into the fifth and final round. Rika Ishige, Angela Sabanao, Elizabeth Ferruse, Neil Tamura, Botham Park, all could not do it. They could not stop this woman, and neither could Crowley. She is 6-0 now, and she has finished all six. You're watching something special. You're watching someone amazing. She is magnificent. She is Itsuki Hirata, 20 years old, and no one has come close to beating her.
That was a cerebral breakdown of Irene Crowley. Itsuki Hirata did a beautiful job. Crowley looked sharp in the first, but then Hirata was able to find her groove in the second. She wasn't able to submit her, but she did just that. She was able to control the position, get on top, and start dropping the bombs down. Did a lot of ground and pound, really looked effective in these grappling exchanges. Look at those heavy hips. No space for Crowley to go anywhere. The punches just kept coming, and Kim Chang was forced to jump in and give Itsuki Hirata her sixth straight victory. The undefeated streak continues, Michael Schiavello.
Itsuki Hirata, you've got to be a fan. At 20 years old, the talent level is phenomenal. What a show. Let's go to Dom.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Kim Chang, has called a stop to this contest after 3 minutes and 27 seconds in the third and final round. For your winner, by way of technical knockout, Itsuki